More than 3,000 feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kid Brewer Stadium, the Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mountaineers offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. On the ground, it's Roberts. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll go with a direct snap. Past the 45. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 40. Brings up 2nd down.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Give to the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Horn. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
3rd down coming up.
ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Makes his connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
15-yard line. Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
At the 14. Brings up third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Illinois' offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
Illinois right back to the line. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can. Quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That defense is about getting off the football. When that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job on the defense being hyperactive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, App State. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Dixon. All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Illinois lining up quickly. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Quick strike complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. 4th and short on your own end of the field. What do?
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Big plays in the passing game deep down the field that take time to develop. The big hog mollies up front got to protect their quarterback. Great job protecting him on that play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab over the middle. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
Quarterback keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something there.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Complete to start this drive. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds his tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On third down, going up top. Got a man, it's Roberts. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. And it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Looking to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Horn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Mountaineers are threatening in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you can just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Now they'll run the draw. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field, just to execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They give it to him again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Quickly complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
At the 46-yard line. Second down coming up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Stop it when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. They'll run the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
Do you remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. They're bringing heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
Goals to go.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Yeah, it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play, and you could tell he knew exactly where he was, got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Finds a soft spot in the middle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep, and it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Caught near the sticks. It's Franklin. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Franklin. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Illinois right back to the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He will need some oomph in this one. A 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. It's good. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kid Brewer Stadium.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Illinois offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
To the air, it's Altmaier. It's complete to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quick release on the RPO. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. The hand to the running back. Hard running there.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Franklin. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
In search of their 1st touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Illini! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Pulls his way forward. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Got it looking for a first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Nice move to stay on his feet.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go right back to it. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Back to pass, it's Altmaier. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And he had to go a long way to reel that ball in. He started off way on the right, crossed the entire defense, made the catch on the other side of the field. There's an example of how this offense can really attack every corner of the football field.
They're going to throw it again. He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catches, plenty to give them a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He leaves it with his back. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now second down as they try to run this clock. They'll go right back to him. Ball is free. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Trying to find his man on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll test the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Here's the handoff. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Illinois lining up quickly. The play action fake. He's got an open man. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Illinois! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Set up for second and short after that completion. The back goes in motion. To the air, it's Aguilar. Swings it out to the flat. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Mark down at the 50. Brings up third down.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. And man, has old Uncle Mo swung on their side, Jesse.
And this offense is feeling.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. To throw, it's Altmaier. The quick out. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Normally, I would say, fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. He's got his man. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Illinois right back to the line. second down, looking to throw. Finds a tight end down the gut. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Now the play fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Wide open downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Finds a man on the right. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Illini!
Illinois, number 17, with the grab and the score.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Gets it out fast.
The sitting down pass, complete to the back. No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Off play action. Trying to get behind the defense. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. This time on target. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. To the air, it's Altmaier. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Finds him out of the backfield. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll go back to the air on second down. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and it falls incomplete.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.